like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop. And we got a lot of news. A lot of it very silly. A lot of it very silly. Rusty David, I was going to say he's been quiet this week. No, he's been talking away on the one show. We're going to be looking at the few clips I have. Why was he on the one show, right? This is a news video, a Doctor Who news video, and I'm asking you what the news is. That's really not how this should work, but, you know, I like to give you new and interesting experiences. Fine, like, share, subscribe, comment. All those things are very, very good. YouTube likes you sharing. I like you commenting. I like you more subscribing. I tell you, YouTube has noticed, what number is it? It's like 3,500 or 4. I don't even know. I don't even know how many subscribers I have. But they kept me hovering at the same number for like a month and a half, right? And you might say, oh, well, you just don't have normal growth. Really? I can see the algorithm take people off and it's ridiculous, right? I can see myself being what's the word? Not shadow banned, but that sounds too dramatic. Like, just not promoted at all, right? Because that's how it works, apparently. So if you can hit the subscribe button, that really makes... Does it help? I don't know if it helps. It makes me happy, okay? It makes me happy. If that's a fact to you, thank you. Thank you very much. As we've got a lot of news to get through. There's actually some news we're not even going to get to in this video. Tomorrow I did a whole video dedicated to the Milton Sabulski lost third Doctor Who movie from the 80s, not the 60s, which apparently had Hugh Grant in it, according to the latest rumors. Anyway, that's tomorrow. That's actually quite a funny video. I recommend that one. It's not good when you recommend yourself, but listen, mate, I can only tell the truth. I can lie, but I'm actually telling the truth. That's a funny video. Fine, like, share, subscribe, comment, sign up my Substack, sign up my paid Substack. Oh, I've actually been putting stuff out on that recently. Do I have it to hand? On my regular Substack, it's my email newsletter, I'm putting out lots and lots of out-of-print classic comics. I think today I might send out a PDF of, which I found online, of Kate Orman's The Left-Handed Hummingbird, a really great new adventure graphic novel, not graphic novel, a new adventure novel, and I think I've got the Prelude, which is a little short story. They read in Doctor Who magazine at the same time the book came out. I'll probably put those both in, right? So how much do you pay for this Substack? It's free. It's totally free. You enjoy it. What was it? Yesterday and the day before, I put out a couple of out-of-print backup strips from Doctor Who magazine from 1980, written by Steve Moore. Beautiful artwork by Steve Dillon. I mean, Steve Dillon, great from his first pen stroke to his last. I mean, fantastic artist. It was Emperor of the Ogrons or something like that. It's fun. It's fun. So sign up my Substack. As I said, it's free. You want to be super nice, sign up to my paid one. That is super nice. Where's the thing of stuff I'm sending out? I'm sending out like full of comic books on that. So thank you very much. Fine. Let's get to the story. Let's get to the silliest story first. The silliest, most inconsequential story first, which, let me see, where is it? It would be this one over here. Doink. Bit of shooty action, right? What's it? Doctor Who rolls up on Instagram. I don't even know what paper this is from, right? Mirror, Sun, Daily. One of those. Like this doesn't look like it's being read in Whitehall, right? If you go in the Diogenes Club and you got that third Doctor sitting there quietly reading the paper, it's not this paper he's reading, okay? So new Doctor Who rolls up on Instagram. I wonder what he's rolling up. Now, this is actually... let's read the story first, and then I'll take the piss and talk about the more serious aspect in a second. That's not a sonic screwdriver tucked away behind the ear of the new Doctor Who Ncuti Gatwa. The sex education star posed for a snap with Anson Boone, who plays Sex Pistols frontman Johnny Rotten in Pistol. I'm really torn whether or not to watch that. I mean, it's directed by Danny Boyle, but I really like Johnny Lydon, right? And he hates this, right? He said it's an absolute travesty. Well, not absolute travesty. He basically said it's all made up nonsense. So I like Danny Boyle though. So is it Danny Boyle or Peter Jackson? I don't know. I might I'll do what I did with with Pam and Tommy. Pam and Tommy also on Disney Plus. And okay, the reason I have Disney Plus is because I have a wife and daughters. All right, and Disney. This is how sick and evil Disney Plus is. They have created a hypnotic hold on the women of the world, right? Especially white college educated women. They all need Disney Plus, right? They, it's a very, very important thing to have Disney Plus because it's very girly, right? It's designed to be girly, and it's just like it launched a month ago in Israel. It's not even a question not having it. I bought a full year up front because I knew it wasn't negotiable. Anyway, I digress. Oh yeah, so I'll do the same thing I did with Pam and Tommy. I said I watched the first episode of Pam and Tommy. If it's garbage, it's like tabloid garbage. Pam and Tommy is freaking excellent. It's it's a very funny docudrama about Pamela Anderson and Tommy Lee and the sex tape and the 90s. It's really good. I was amazed how good it was. But I said, look, I'll watch it first episode. If I like it, I'll continue. If not. I mean, and that's all Seth Rogen's in it. I don't really like Seth Rogen anymore. He's a bit, bonkers. So I was like, I'm going to turn off. But I stuck with it, right? Fantastic. Absolutely fantastic. Maybe I'll try and do the same thing with Pistol. But I know, I really feel somewhat disloyal to Jodie Lighter doing that. The fans are quick to spot a rolled up ciggy stashed away for later. One said, a suspicious looking cigarette if I ever saw one. I'm going to move it. The BBC declined to comment. Really? I mean, okay, look, yeah, that's clearly, it's clearly a spliff, right? That's clearly weed, okay? But it seems to be quite a small little blunt as well. Okay, but, is that the biggest deal in the world? Well, here's why it is, actually. I'm not being overly critical of him, but something I was always impressed with Billie Piper, right? When she was playing Rose, is how she, I found this out years later when in interviews, that she wouldn't smoke anywhere that children can see her because she knew what a role model she was. Now, granted, he's not Doctor Who yet. He's a young man living his life. He's probably a young, very, very, very happy man, right? Like, just having incredible success in his career. And I'm so excited to see what they're going to do. I mean, I really genuinely am so excited to see what they're going to do. So, yeah, it's fine. But, I imagine Russell will... he'll take him under his wing and say, shooting. I imagine that will happen. It's a silly story, but I like the thumbnail. Okay, I like making the thumbnail. Everybody's human. But okay, let's look at the oh man, I got so many. Somebody told me I've got to get an ad blocker. I think I do, although I don't use Chrome so much. I use it when this is ridiculous. I can't even see the headline. Let's see if we can work this out. We go over here. So it was another Ncuti story. Edinburgh Doctor Who star Ncuti Gatwa graduates to tells graduates to roll with the punches. Well, dude, I don't know what your life's been like, Ncuti, right? I don't know what your life's been like, but punches seem to have rolled pretty good for you, mate. Edinburgh actor Ncuti Gatwa praises fellow graduates, telling them to roll with the punches as he returned to where he studied acting and to collect an honorary degree. Why did he not get a degree? I mean, it's like pretty... I guess, because I guess, this is like you just get after you've done your time there or you prove to be fabulously successful. Edinburgh actor Ncuti Gatwa told graduating students to roll with the punches as he referred to where they studied acting to collect an honorary... and he turned to where he studied acting to collect an honorary degree. The new Doctor Who star has gone from starring in the Netflix series Sex Education to being BBC's latest Time Lord, paid tribute to the graduating Royal Conservatoire of Scotland. Okay, Royal Conservatoire. Hailing them as artistic heroes after they completed their studies during pandemic. We all lived through the pandemic, okay? Everybody lived through the pandemic. We had a rash of mental illnesses and life was a bit tricky in a lot of ways. I think life's way worse now than it was during the pandemic, right? I mean, look, the truth be told about the pandemic, nobody, many people were not that upset about not going to work for a few months, putting their feet up and walking around in pajamas all day, right? Not, there are many people not that upset about that, right? So we talk about it like, no, now is way worse, right? With the gas prices, inflation, war, now's way, way worse, right? Gatwa graduated with a BA in action from RCS in 2013. Wonder what that means. And returned on Thursday for an honorary doctorate. Again, listen, once she casts as Doctor Who, I guess, you know. So, what number of Scottish actor is this as a Doctor? Do you count David Tennant, who played him as English? Well, I don't know how Shooter's going to play him either. But you got Sylvester McCoy and Capaldi. Matt Smith, very English. David Tennant, Scottish, but played it English. John Hurt, Paul McGann, Liverpudlians. Colin Baker, Peter Davies. Yeah, okay. So maybe the third Scottish Doctor, maybe the fourth, depending on how you're going to count it. He told a graduating class, "It's such an honor to be back here to receive a doctorate and to be with you on your special day." I'm sure it is. Look, why do people chase fame? Because it's fun. Because it feels good. That's why. Well, Gatwa said there was a presumption he would use his address to pass on wisdom and knowledge to others. He added, "All I've learned in life is thus far is roll with the punches and figure out as you go along." That's as good advice as any, quite frankly. Speaking at this ceremony in Glasgow, he went on to tell the graduates, "I am humbly inspired in awe of the strength, talent, perseverance, dedication of your craft that each one of you possesses." Again, okay, whatever. Be nice people. "These qualities will serve you in life. Serve you well in life. What today signifies. What today signifies is that you are artists. Period." Okay. Outlander star Sam Heughan, another former RCS student, was also awarded an honorary doctorate. Well, he made it big as well, I guess. By the way, if they were to recreate the second Doctor and Jamie, I very much like Michael Troughton's take on the second Doctor on audio. We're going to be talking about it soon. It's awesome, absolutely fantastic. But I liked Fraser Hines more. How about Fraser Hines playing the second Doctor and Sam Heughan playing Jamie? I mean, basically, his character on Highlander, is it Highlander? Outlander. Highlander. There can be only one, apart from Outlander, which is another one. The character on Outlander is Jamie, right? It's 100% Jamie. Good looking lad. Jamie in a lot of very weird, erotic gay porn situations, right? So, you know, I'm surprised Rusty Davies it doesn't know this series intimately. And the reason I say that is anything with a bit of queerness in it, he really enjoys, right? That's how we got Yasmin Finney. He was watching Heartbreaker or Heartstopper or whatever it's called. He said, "Oh, I'll have a bit of that," and yes, he did. Graduating, including music, drama, dance, and production and film. Hugan thanked the RC. Well, why are we about Hugan? What happened to shoot? Is that story over now? Well, Gatwa and Hugan were given honorary doctorates. Oh, they were there at the same day. Well, that's cool. When they photograph together? That's weird. I don't know. Okay, so look, good on you, Shooty. Good, local boy made good, right? Okay, and again, I am excited to see what he's going to be doing with Doctor Who. So, what they what was happening over this week is people were trying to get Rusty Davies to say what he is going with Doctor Who and about everything else as well. He was on the One Show. I don't know why he was on the One Show, right? I don't really know what the One Show is. It seems like the 2020 version of Nationwide. Yeah, is that it? Is that what the One Show is? Nationwide. Nationwide was this reasonably boring magazine show that was at about 6-7 o'clock. what day? I think it was every day, but it was headed by Frank Both, who was the most boring person in the universe, who then went on to head British Breakfast TV. Right, and then it came out like in the late 80s, 90s. He was a massive coke fiend, and he was like the most boring person ever. I just couldn't imagine him as a coke fiend. But anyway, but yeah, there's a lot of archive interviews with Frank Boff on Nationwide, right? So is the one show the modern day equivalent? I get the feeling it is. So there was a lot of silly stuff they talked about in the one show. Let's go through it over here. Doctor Who, Rip Rusty Davies response to Ryan Gosling cameo speculation. I don't know how they got a full article out of this. We're going to watch the video clip. It's 34 seconds long. I mean, literally 34 seconds long. Let's see how they squeeze an article out of this. What, they paid by the word? Doctor Who showrunner Russell T Davies is returning to helm the BBC show. Address rumours of Ryan Gosling cameo in the upcoming season 14. It's not, I hate to say it, it's not as impossible as it may seem. I mean, this picture where he is wearing a bootleg T-shirt made by somebody on Twitter, right? I don't know how he got this T-shirt, but I'm glad he did, right? And they're on a movie together. They're doing the Barbie movie. And they're both playing Kens. This actually makes me want to see this movie now, right? I want to see more of Ncuti Gatwa. I really do. I'm genuinely excited by him, right? So Doctor Who showrunner Rusty Davies has responded to the ongoing rumours that that Hollywood star Ryan Gosling could make an appearance on the show. If he can make it happen, we're going to see another clip in a minute, which will underscore this point. If he can make it happen, he'll make it bloody happen, okay? If he can make it, it will totally happen. Davies is returning to the iconic UK show, UK sci-fi show after previously rebooting it, reviving, but okay, actually, no, it's a Screen Rant. They should bloody know their stuff that much. In 2005, the Welsh writer, that should be his, like, that sounds like his ultimate fighting name. Well, in the red corner we have the Welsh writer. Oh, just imagine. The Welsh writer has since brought landmark drama to the screen, including Years and Years. That's kind of his weakest thing, and it's like just pure his angst about Trump and Brexit. And again, isn't it sad that everything they thought would happen because of Trump and Brexit is really happening because of Biden, essentially. And the most recent groundbreaking miniseries, It's a Sin. It's not groundbreaking, it was brilliant. It wasn't groundbreaking. It's really good. It's a Sin. It's just one of his best work. But I was my favourite Russell T Davies drama. I mean, I like his Doctor Who stuff, obviously. But for me, it's still a very British scandal, right? But even more so than It's Again, because it was a lot more fun. But there was a lot of real moments of sweetness and tenderness in it. Doctor has been running for almost 60 years, constantly changing its lead star, with Davies returning in 2023 to introduce the 14th Doctor. Haven't said it's the 14th Doctor. Introduce Ncuti Gatwa as the Doctor. In recent weeks, Gatwa has preceded his Sonic Screwdriver TARDIS with a trip to Toyland. Okay. The rising actor is part of the star-studded cast of Greta Gerwig's much-anticipated Barbie movie starring Margot Robbie. I mean, it's aimed at adults or kids or both. This one actually sounds like a pretty interesting movie. Playing one of a number of Kens. Gatwa's peers includes the Grey Man's Ryan Gosling. I'd never heard the Grey Man. Okay, Ryan Gosling, Drive. That's the movie you want to watch. He's fantastic and that's a great movie as well. Gosling recently caused waves online when he was spotted wearing on the set of Barbie wearing a custom-made T-shirt of Gatwa as the new Doctor. I guess he had an assistant like say, "Can you Google a picture of Ncuti Gatwa as a Doctor and we'll get it made up as a shirt?" Right? I'm sure he told his assistant told his assistant told another assistant. They found it on Twitter, and there you go. And it soon emerged the actor is a huge fan of the British show. Yeah, no, I've seen footage of him talking about how much he liked Matt Smith, right? Look, Matt Smith was such a great Doctor. How couldn't you like Matt Smith? There you go, see the picture there. Speaking to the BBC's One Show, Davies has finally reacted to the viral discussion around Gosling. We'll just watch it, right? It's silly to talk it through. We will just watch it. There you go, doink. Play.
Doctor Who fans will be very happy to see Ryan Gosling wearing the Ncuti Gatwa T-shirt, the new Doctor Who. There he is there. Is there some kind of like secret code behind this move from Ryan Gosling that you
Let me tell
about?
you, Jermaine, you're a beautiful man. If Ryan Gosling was in Doctor Who, I wouldn't be sitting here. I'd be in Cardiff with my good mate Ryan having a drink.
Fair point. Fair point.
He shooted a film with Ncuti Gatwa, he shooted the Barbie movie
Barbie
together.
film.
Barbie film. Yeah. They're both playing Ken, I think. I think there were lots of Kens.
Yes.
So,
Secretly, I can't wait to see that.
That should be good, isn't it?
It does sound like it's going to be good. So there you go. That's good. That was the entirety, right? That's what this whole article was written about. But man, he's so charming, Russell T Davies, right? He just seems genuine and charming. And I don't care if he is or he isn't. I like that he's making me think that he is, right? I don't want to rank on somebody like person on a real personal level. It just really seems really clear to me that one of the things that Chris Chibnall really has trouble doing is interacting with people, being charming, right? He's just not one of those charming people. He's not very good at the writing or producing either, all things considered. But Rosie Davis, who is good at all those things, it's like a breath of fresh air. And I felt the same thing about Ncuti Gatwa when he was being interviewed on the red carpet with his rippling chest showing. I hope that's not his costume. David Sheeran Doctor has been filming in the UK in recent weeks with fan hype at a new high following recent reveals that fan favourites David Tennant, Catherine Tate will be returning along with Bernard Cribbins. Who else? Neil Patrick Harris as a villain. Listen. I think if he got a minute talking to Ryan Gosling, Ryan Gosling would very, very, very probably be doing a Doctor Who. Let's go back to this story over here. This is I think a bit of a stupid story, but it's worth looking at. We talked about it last night a little bit. This is a rumor. According to rumor, Chris Chibnall has refused to hold a Doctor Who comic panel at San Diego Comic Con this year when asked by the BBC. This means no centenary special news for a while. Now, do I believe this? I always assumed there wasn't going to be a Doctor Who Comic Con panel, right? That was just my assumption. I figured, he's wrapped it. He's finished. They've locked it. We're going to send a clip in a minute. Russell T Davies said it's that he's got. He's finished the final episode. It's ready to go. So I think he's done. In his mind, he's done. Right. I don't think we're going to see any publicity at all. I think probably he and Jodie pre-recorded stuff. A year ago or whatever, and they'll will that on Centennial. Nobody really cares. That's the thing. I think that's why. On the production team side, like that, and it's so painfully obvious that nobody in this production really actually gives a damn. But I think it was very obvious that in both I think more so in the Russell T Davies years than the Stephen Moffat years. That everybody passionately cared, right? Everybody passionately cared. I think, I'm in my 50s, so I've seen a little bit of life now. And something that I have learned is every organization, every office, every company, every business takes the personality of the person in charge. And absolutely, it's weird, right? It's really weird, but really true, right? And Russell T Davies' personality is very gregarious and personable, right? That's his personality. And I think Stephen Moffat was a little bit. There was a more fractious time behind the camera. We had a much higher turnaround of producers. Where Russell T Davies, you had the three that were all at one: Russell T Davies, Julie Gardner, and Phil Constant, all coming back. They haven't confirmed. What's the name? Who did the music? Oh, something Gold. Matt Gold, Harry Gold. I don't bloody know. Coming back, please. Yeah, we want some of him. Yeah, it's fantastic. So anyway. So we have Chris Chibnall not doing any promotion. That is true. I believe that completely. Or maybe he will, right? Maybe he will. Who knows or dares to dream? I guess we'll find out, right? But who is doing promotion right now is Russell T Davies for Jodie Whittaker, right? And in one line, he gets more excitement for the Jodie Whittaker finale than Chibnall's done in unlimited opportunities. Right, so let's have a look at this. Rusty Davies reacts to Jodie Whittaker's final Doctor Who episode. Now, I firmly believe Rusty Davies does not like Jodie Whittaker's Doctor Who or Chris Chibnall's Doctor Who, because I think Rusty Davies is a very talented craftsman, right? If you're very talented at a craft of making TV, of like, and you happen to love Doctor Who, all these things we know Rusty Davies does, it's really, really, really annoying seeing a talentless piece of garbage play with something that you built up from nothing and destroy it, which is essentially what he saw. Piece of garbage was my own, editorial. But yeah, I think the fundamental problem with the Chibnall era is Chibnall's lack of talent. Now, I feel that lack of talent was covered over by identity politics a lot. But the ratings don't lie, and all the nonsense we had here. Let's have a quick look at the ratings. Where is it? Over here. Ratings are there. Okay, that's what the ratings look like. That's not success. That's absolute failure, right? And if you want to say, well, TV general audiences are falling in general, that's because everything you've done has been a failure, BBC, and entertainment industry in general, right? I didn't even put on Legend of the Sea Devils on this. I don't think I did. No, I don't think I put it because it goes down it's going down too bloody low, right? I reckon for the centenary, when all said and done, they may get 5 million, right? If they're lucky. I don't know. The trouble is, the more they show it, the less people want to see it, right? The more they show it, the less people go, oh, I remember that's garbage. But look, Rusty Davies is nothing if not professional. He absolutely is professional, and he I think he's talking up Dr. Chibnall's Doctor Who because he sees that to not do so would be much more damaging. Right, Rusty Davies, who is returning to Doctor Who as series runner, gives his verdict on Jodie Whittaker's upcoming final episode of the Doctor. Oh, I totally believe it. Yeah, no. Honestly, she's been terrible. I mean, if you like her, that's great. I do think that her performance has been objectively terrible. The only thing you can say about it that's any good is it's better than Chris Chibnall's performance, which has been unbelievable to me how insanely inefficient he is. Like, it's unbelievable to me. Like, just how insanely incompetent he is. But then, I look at politics. I look at Bojo. I look at Biden. Right? Thank God, there's two sides of the political spectrum I can poke fun at. Right? I can say that way. I can be any, equal opportunity. Right? Where'd he go? Come back. There's back in. And just breathtaking inefficiency. I do think the whole American pullout of Afghanistan went so badly because essentially they pulled out the wrong airport. They should have kept one airport and then pulled out through like a controllable one, but they pulled out the wrong one. I really think Biden was in a meeting and said, "Damn it!" I said, we have to get out of Afghanistan. Evacuate Bagram Airport now. He said, are you sure, sir? Yeah, damn it, blah, blah. No, well, I guess so. I forget, massive things like that happen for really stupid ideas, really stupid reasons. Fine, let's get back to this story. Rusty Davies is set to return Doctor Who, blah, 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 has revealed he has seen Jodie Whittaker's final episode as the 13th Doctor. Now, that I find fascinating, right? That does indicate to me a level of connection between the Chibnall and Rusty Davies productions that I didn't think was going on. I guess he has to oversee it, right? I think he's in charge of Doctor Who now, right? I guess he has to oversee it. Maybe David Tennant's going to appear in it. I really don't know. I hope not. I really hope not. But we'll have to wait and see. I get the feeling I'm going to be grumbling a bit, right? I don't think it's all going to be like, yeah. I mean, look, we were all excited for the Orville to come back, and boy, hasn't been a good season, right? Has not been a good season. Although last night's episode was at least a well-made episode, well-written, well thought out episode. Episode 6 of season 3. So Davies was integral to the relaunch. Chris Eccles, David Tennant, blah blah blah. BBC had confirmed that Davies was returning after a 13-year absence, taking over from current showrunner Chris Chibnall for Doctor Who's 60th anniversary, as well as the following seasons. We have no idea, no clue. Tennant and Catherine Tate will also be. We know all this. Ncuti Gatwa, 14th Doctor. We don't know that as the next Doctor, right? However, Davies, ahead of Davies' return, there's still one more episode set to broadcast for Whittaker's Doctor. I mean, it's like the reason that Whittaker's exit is being so overshadowed by Rusty Davies is because it's much more exciting. Everything he's doing is much more exciting, and what Rusty Davies is doing is not exciting. I just saw a little clip of Thor at the top of the screen. Thor, that's coming out today. Apparently, it's awful, and it's tanking. I think it's not tanking. I think it will tank hard. I really do, and that's going to make me laugh. Fine. Head of Davies return. There's still one more episode. The currently untitled finale, and it's untitled, is like, again, everything that Chris Chibnall does is wrong, right? Just everything he does is wrong in terms of marketing. Why did he keep this Weeping Angels secret when we all knew about them? We saw the set photos, right? The location photos. We all knew about them. We all knew about Santana. Why not play into it? The norm would be like, oh, I like the Weeping Angels. Maybe I'll watch next week. No, I've got to keep it hidden because I want the surprise. Nobody's interested in your surprises because you just do like relentless shit. Although we have the. Those that will coincide BBC's centenary specials. No greater depiction of what the BBC's come to than Chibnall's Doctor Who. We'll see the character's regeneration. Maybe start, maybe not finish. Although whether it will be Ncuti Gatwa or Tennant remains unclear, or just fade to white. Which, again, that's what I'm hoping for. That's what I think is going to happen. But while not much is currently known about the special, a trailer for Legend of the Sea Devils confirmed a number of details. Most notably, Janet Fielding and Sophie Aldred reprised their roles as Tegan and Ace from the classic era and looked terrible doing it, as well as the return of the Dalek Sidemen and Master. Beware the forces raised against you. And their Master. Now it seems that Davies has seen the final outing for himself. He's not willing to give away anything. Davies is very high on praise of the episode when questioned on the One Show. Well, let's hear what he's got to say, shall we? One wink.
Doctor Who, 60th anniversary next year. There's going to be loads of.
Okay, well, that just went huge. I tell you, it's always exciting for me when I say those words, but not this time.
Specials, I imagine. Neil Patrick Harris, we know, is playing the villain.
Yes.
Catherine Tate's back, isn't she?
Yes.
David Tennant.
David Tennant's back.
So come on, Russell. What are the goss have you got for us?
Has anyone ever come on the One Show and given away a spoiler?
Yes.
Yeah, that's what we do.
By accident.
Yeah,
It's like,
We make them feel comfortable and they tell us all, Russell.
Blinkety flatter those eyelashes. And I can't say, honestly.
He's just so freaking charming. What do you want to tell you? He is very, very charming, right? He is very, very charming. And again, I think that entire production is getting his charm, right? And again, look, I may be beguiled by him, right? I always liked everything he's done.
It's like, because what is coming up in October this year is Jodie Whittaker's farewell. So I feel like I'm upstaging it slightly. It's
Not slightly, mate. You feel like you're upstaging it because you're good and Jodie's bad. Or Chibnall's bad. Both are bad.
Lovely Jodie. And I just saw the finished version of that 2 days ago. It's a 90-minute epic. It's fantastic. So that is gorgeous. With lots of surprises. And I'm going to...
We'll keep trying.
Yeah. We'll have another go later.
Lots of surprises. Yeah, listen, I think there's going to be lots of, like, mic drop moments that make no sense whatsoever, right? Maybe Russell Davies will involve somewhat in Flux, which I think is Chibnall's most successful series. Who knows? Who knows? So the showrunners, the Doctor Who showrunners praised for the Untitled Centenary Special is certainly very exciting tease. Well, that's what he's very good at. I mean, really, he said he's trying not to promote his version of Doctor Who, and all we've had is like headline after headline after headline. Like, well, didn't the Sun carry the headline "Meet the Beat returns" or something? Like, really, it's crazy. It's absolutely crazy. Now we've seen the final editing. Lots of surprises. I'm just hoping. I'm hoping that Russell's found a way for the Jodie fans to keep it in their headcanon and people like me to remove it from the headcanon, right? If he found a way to legitimately do that, we're all happy, right? We're all happy, and I think he has. Okay, but the most exciting Doctor Who news, right, this week, which I touched on earlier, is this story on Radio Times. Michael Troughton on the honour of playing second Doctor for Big Finish. Now, this came out this week, this set, and I've put it in context. There's 3 sets I'm listening to right now. I've listened to. There's 2 stories in the last Tom Baker set. The first one, Dream of Avarice, with the 9 as a villain, was really good. I really enjoyed that. I really liked the 9, right? Haven't listened to the second story yet, because then the Sylvester McCoy one came out, and I listened to the Sidemen 2-parter to start with. Swing and a miss, but it was a good swing, right? So I got the 4-parter Tom Baker story to listen to, and the 4-parter Sylvester McCoy story to listen to. Then the War Doctor comes out. No, not War Doctor. Beyond the War Games comes out, and it's got 8 episodes in it, and I devour all of them. This takes pride of place, pole position, because it was fantastic. It was really, genuinely fantastic. If you have never tried Big Finish before, this is a fantastic jumping on point. It really, really, really is. Is very good. It's a strong recommend. It is very much worth the money, right? It's very, very much worth the money. Most of and I don't say that about most of the stuff, right? I like that you get 2 8 episodes. Anyway, I'm recording a review of it next. You can hear me itching to record a review, but let's read this story. Michael Troughton on the honour of playing the second Doctor of Big Finish. Troughton is taking over his father's role for this second Doctor adventures beyond the War Games. And the wonderful thing about his performance is you can tell his personal relationship with Patrick Troughton, which I think is probably why Fraser Hines' take on the second Doctor was also very good. But you can really get his personal relationship with him. And there's a bit in the making of at the end where he's talking about it, where he slips into the second Doctor voice. And it's so convincing, right? It's so convincing. And it's not an impersonation, but it's a performance. And I would say a pretty darn good performance. Now, physically, I don't think he could play the second Doctor on screen without, having stomach stapling surgery of some kind. Like he's a bit rotund, right? He's a bit rotund, but audio absolutely fantastic. So let's read the story. Long-time producer of the Doctor Who audio drama Big Finish have teamed up with Michael Troughton, son of the second Doctor actor Patrick, to produce the second Doctor Adventures Beyond the War Games. And again, this takes everything in an exciting direction. They had him appear in the Annihilators, which was a 7-part third Doctor story. And that got me excited for this. This is so much better than that tease, right? Michael Troughton taking on his father's iconic role. And I remember, who was it? Was it David Troughton played the second Doctor as well on audio? It was okay, but this is brilliant, right? This is absolutely brilliant. The box set audio adventure will take place directly following 1969's The War Games, and which is when he was forced to regenerate. And when speaking with Radio Times and other press about his role in the Radio Times, they put out a press release. In other words, is what they're saying about his role in the production. Troughton said it was bloody lovely to step into his father's shoes, and he really does. He steps into his father's shoes, and it really feels very nice. I don't know, physically. maybe they feel a bit old now, his shoes. I don't know. Troughton continued, it's quite a big task because Christ, he was bloody amazing actor. He was, right? He really was. Even if he was my dad, he was such a brilliant actor, and it's a really honor to be able to ask to try and recreate him. It really is. And the greatness of his performance, you really get over in this performance is the physicality of Troughton, right? One of my favorite Troughton moments. There are a lot of silly moments in Troughton. One of my favorite Troughton moments is Invasion, when he's running from the cyberbed, and it's location footing, and he the explosions go off, and he keeps jumping, and you get like and you get that physicality through the audio of this performance, right? It's really, really good. And I'm sure he'll be absolutely delighted that I was doing it. Having fun with it. I bet he would. Because he took the business seriously, but he wanted to have fun, and he wanted everybody to enjoy what he was doing. And my goodness, he did. He really put a lot into everything. So that's the cover reveal. I like the cover as well because it's. I like them doing the painted covers when it's not the original cast. You got what's the name? John Coleshaw as the Brigadier in this. Katie Manning plays an evil ice warrior queen. But the feel of it is very much like what if they just made another series in 1970 in color, as that's what I felt. They got the Ice Warrior story, and it's a 4-part Ice Warrior story. Feels like. It's a real fusion of Pertwee and Troughton. However, Troughton was quick to note that his version of the Second Doctor would be exactly that, his version. Yes, he wouldn't be looking to do an exact impression, although that's pretty darn cool. It's pretty darn close of his father's betrayal. He said, what I didn't want was, Patrick Troughton's son doing it because he's his son. I wanted it to be a bit of me and a bit of Dad mixed in. I said right from the start, I'm not John Coleshaw. I cannot do brilliant impersonations of voices and people, but I can. What I can do is act the character. John Coleshaw's so good. John Coleshaw can do impersonate. He imbues the Brigadier, but he's also a pretty darn good actor with it as well. It's a sort of mixture of myself and Patrick, and to be honest, because I'm his son, it gets quite close, I think. Yeah, I think so too. Right? I do think it gets quite close. The real problem with trying to recreate Dad on audio is that he was such a physical actor. It would such a physical actor. Oh, so that's what he focused on. It would be looks. It would be movement. It would be various things. Yes, yeah. I mean, that's why I don't think the animations have really been that successful, right? There's so much going on in his face, especially the what was the one? Fury from the Deep was the real disappointment. If you want to check out the animations, Evil of the Dark is superb, right? Absolutely superb. It would be movements and various things, so I had to grab certain mannerisms he's had. For instance, he used to cough, and everybody used to think it was part of his performance, but actually, it was a cough to give him time to remember the next line. So I put that bit in. Stephen Noonan, who's playing the First Doctor in the revamped First Doctor line, does a few Billy fluffs as well, right? So it's made up of 2 stories. The final beginning written by Mark Wright and Nicholas Briggs, which is excellent. So really, it continues directly on from War Games. And connects up to it is a direct sequel to Evil of the Daleks. It's absolutely excellent. I really like that one. And Wrath of the Ice Warriors, which I didn't think was as good, but still a pretty solid, good solid story. Fine. With that, there's one more item that we really need to get to. Where is it? Over here. That. Yeah. So they were asking for spoilers on the one show. There is one spoiler. That they did have now. Russell D. Davies was appearing with Jenny Agutter. Whenever I see Jenny Agutter, I'm seeing Logan Run Jenny Agutter. I'm seeing American Werewolf in London Jenny Agutter. I don't know what she looks like now, but that's how she translates in my head. So anyway, he's on the one show with Jenny Agutter, and this is what ensued. Yeah.
But you're actually also going to do your debut as a director.
Well, it's not actually set yet. I mean, I'd like to get behind. I'm very slow with doing things, but I've always loved the idea of being behind the camera.
Am I too crude to say the joke? Am I not crude enough to say the joke? Russ always likes it getting from behind as well. No, I'm not. I'm not above saying that joke.
Really. I love what actors do. I love photographs. I love film. Yeah, I'd love to direct. So.
Well, we've said it on telly now, so
happen,
that means
yeah.
it has to happen.
Apparently.
Doctor Who.
You know.
Rowan Space.
You are.
Why have you never been in Doctor Who? That's the great.
You see, this is why Ryan Gosling could be in Doctor Who, right? This is how it happens. This is how casting, I think, really goes down.
Great crime. Come on.
Love
Still
to.
make it
Oh,
happen.
right, really?
Yeah, okay,
Right,
yeah,
here
no,
we
no.
go.
There
That's
we
a
go.
spoiler.
We've
There we go.
sorted
I told you it
something out.
happens.
I would love that. I would
Naturally
love
happens.
Yeah, he'll be fantastic. Oh, there we go. So there you go. There you go. That was the week that was. Apart from, of course, here. Let me show you this. So this we got coming up. Go straight to the ratings. Poor Jodie. This is what we got coming up tomorrow night. Doctor Who movie madness. This is a fascinating story, right? This is a genuinely fascinating story of the Doctor Who movie that was. And this is my second video I've done on it. And it's all new content. It's quite a funny one. Recommend highly. My name is Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.